We are talking about renewable energies, kids, which means even if we use up that fuel, there is more. And one of them is now bioenergy, which means we grow something like, let's say, corn or sugarcane, maybe some rape seeds or other biomass, which can be converted into ethanol or some other type of fossil fuel. But you have to be sustainable, because when you grow, you capture the carbon, and then when you use that as fuel, you're going to re-release it, which means you have to make sure that you are capturing the carbon that you are releasing in a way that there is no new carbon being emitted. Is that easy? Well, it's generally not too bad, but there are many issues associated with them. For example, if you begin to grow more and more bioenergy crops, then will they begin to compete with land and water for crops that we consume, staple foods? Wheat, rice, sugarcane is for sugar as well, not just ethanol, and so on. So there is always a catch. We have to make sure that we are tracking all the carbon input and the carbon output. It's called a life cycle analysis, so that we are not releasing new carbon and just trying to pretend like we are sustainable. Right? Remember that the fossil fuels that are buried underground were formed many, many, many million years ago. We are digging them up and burning them and releasing that old CO2 and carbon into the atmosphere. So that's not renewable, even though new biomass goes to the bottom of the ocean and gets compressed and slowly gets converted to fossil fuels. That rate is very slow, just like before, because it takes millions of years to convert that biomass into diesel and peat and coal and oil and gas and so on. Okay, so we must do life cycle analysis and make sure that bioenergy is being produced and consumed in a sustainable manner, that we are also not competing with food for poor people, especially poor people. If rich people begin to use more and more ethanol, then who will make sure that there is affordable and sufficient food for the poor people? Okay, so these are always tricky, but doesn't mean we cannot solve the problem. Bioenergy is one of the renewable sources. Okay.